Coming up on News Live at 6, Syracuse University's new Chief of Public Safety is getting started on some of his goals. Reporter Dillon Brendle talked to him to find out what exactly he plans to do.
And COVID testing will be at a new location starting next week for asymptomatic students. Find out where on campus you can get tested.
And students had a chance to check out what off-campus housing is still open. Reporter Adam Campos has the details tonight on Live at 6. It starts right now.
Now, CitrusTV News. Breaking news.
Tonight, CitrusTV speaks with the new man in charge of the Department of Public Safety. Good evening, I'm Liam Crowley.
And I'm Tyler Little, but before that, we open this evening with breaking news. More multi-million-dollar renovations are coming to the Carrier Dome, $44.7 million to be exact. State aid will contribute $20 million to the stadium upgrades. The renovations are focused on replacing the aluminum benches with plastic seating. SU has been renovating the Carrier Dome since 2018 and has already spent over $118 million.
DPS has a new chief of campus safety. Craig Stone has spent more than 30 years in law enforcement, including time working with universities such as Ohio State and Illinois, but will now be serving the Syracuse community. Here to tell us more about Chief Stone's goals is CitrusTV reporter Dillon Brendle.
That's right. Chief Stone was sworn in by the Syracuse Police Department yesterday, but he's been on the job officially since April 1st, and he's been keeping busy. He's been meeting with officers and doing ride-alongs while getting to know the campus community. He told me how he was impressed with the officers' engagement with students and about how he hopes to improve DPS here at SU.
To increase our proactive community engagement with our students, that's through formal and informal programming. And also I would like to seek advanced accreditation, and so that would be, we would always be continuously assessing and evaluate how we provide customer service.
For Chief Stone, communication is an important part of that customer service. In the future, Stone says DPS will be hosting town hall forums in order to get feedback from students and to be more able to get immediate information to those who are concerned. But Stone told me how DPS will also be forming more permanent feedback groups.
And we're going to be forming a student of color advisory board. So it's important to work with those student leaders and their organizations and their membership to get the word out on all the resources we have available.
In addition to working with campus organizations, Chief Stone told me he'll be offering the opportunity for students to have one-on-one conversations with him through a Lunch with the Chief program. Lunch with the Chief was previously done by the Chief of Campus Safety before Stone, but Stone plans to continue it once he's settled in at SU. Guys, back to you.
Dillon, thank you. For more on Dillon's conversation with Chief Stone, visit our website, citrustv.com.
And the latest on campus, starting this Sunday, COVID-19 testing will only be available in Kimmel Dining Hall. The University Public Health team says this is to accommodate for several large-scale events happening in the Dome in the coming weeks. And as you see on your screen, Kimmel hours will be the same as it were in the Dome. 10 to 3 on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. 10 to 3 as well as 4 to 7 on Wednesdays and 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Fridays.
The end of the year celebration for women of color in STEM is happening right now in Hendricks Chapel. The event is hosted by 2 graduate advisors for the program. There's also a panel of 3 SU faculty members who will discuss goal setting and career planning. Grammy-nominated artist Michelle Zauner will speak at a commemorative lecture tonight in Gifford Auditorium. Zauner is the lead of experimental pop band Japanese Breakfast. This event is part of the university's Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month celebration. Zauner will be doing a meet and greet and book signing to promote her latest book, Crying in H Mart. New details on the COVID numbers on campus. There are currently 137 active COVID cases. This is an increase of 34 cases since yesterday. There are 47 new student cases and 5 new employee cases, bringing the positivity rate to 1.4%. Yesterday afternoon, the annual Cultures on the Quad event took place and showcased all of the different languages available at Syracuse University. CitrusTV reporter Ilana Epstein joins us now in studio with more. Ilana.
Thanks, Liam and Tyler. Cultures on the Quad is an annual event hosted by SU. The event took place yesterday by HB Krause Hall by the Department of Languages. The Department of Languages, Literature, and Linguistics is home to many different programs at Syracuse, and yesterday, around 16 programs were present. The event had a large turnout, and students who attended were able to learn about new cultures by participating in various activities. There was music, dancing, performances, games, and more. Emma Ticio, who is an associate professor and a department chair of the Languages, Literatures, and Linguistics Department, looks forward to this event every year and loves seeing the students.
My favorite part is the students, because we have all our students come in and they get our passport. So they travel to the different programs and they learn about the different cultures.
Syracuse University students were lucky to enjoy the warm weather for this event. Students shared that they love the language department for its diversity with students from all different cultures. SU students studying Arabic, Ilana and Julia, said that they value the language professors because they care and give students multiple resources when learning a different language. Many of the Arabic students gathered outside after the event to sing a new song. Alina and Julia shared their favorite part of the event.
It was super cool to get to represent the Arabic department, since they've done so much for us, and seeing all the other languages and cultures. It was cool, people coming up and talking to us and asking us questions. Everyone was so excited to see our table and interact with us. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Both teachers and students look forward to this event each year that is hosted. And there are a variety of other events taking place on campus that you can attend. Liam and Tyler, back to you.
Ilana Epstein, thank you. To find out about other events hosted by the Language Department at SU, you can head to the Syracuse University Community Calendar.
Students are in a last-minute scatter to try and find housing for next year. The Office of Student Living hosted an off-campus housing fair earlier today to show students what's still available. CitrusTV reporter Adam Campos is live at Shine with more on how they're trying to help students.
Thanks, guys. Earlier today at Shine, students got the chance to meet with landlords and property managers to check out some last-minute housing options for this coming school year. The fair gave students who are looking for housing a chance to get familiar with some of the off-campus options. Students met with reps from apartment complexes such as Theory Apartments, West Campus, and Park Point. SU sophomore Sydney McCormick finishes her 2-year on-campus housing requirement this year. McCormick says she got a late jump to her housing search and is grateful for the university to put together the fair for students in her position.
It feels really good, actually. It's really comforting since I've never done this before. It kind of lets me know that I'm, one, not going to get scammed, and two, I'm hopefully going to have some housing options that are genuinely viable for me and not just things that won't work out.
As McCormick says, students can confidently look into these complexes without having to worry about scams. The property managers here at the fair are promising interior inspections to make sure their properties are up to par. Now, for students that weren't able to check out the fair today, there's still plenty of time to check out the available listings. You can find the remaining available listings for the apartment complexes at the SU Office of Student Living website. Tyler, Liam, back to you guys.
Adam, thank you. For students that are already planning their housing for fall of 2023, the Office of Student Living is expected to host a housing fair again this upcoming August.
The Syracuse Fashion Show is returning in full form after 2 years of interruption by the pandemic. The 3-night event starts tonight and ends on Saturday. Each day has a unique theme at different locations across the city. Tonight's theme is a spring fling and will be at the Aloft Hotel in the Inner Harbor. Tickets are limited and are expected to sell out fast.
The Great Northern Mall is being foreclosed after failing to honor their repayment plan. The owners of the mall owe over $5 million in taxes. County Executive Ryan McMahon said earlier today, having their power shut off this week due to unpaid bills gives the county a promising case for foreclosure. McMahon said the foreclosure should not cause any problems for the current tenants of the mall.
Police arrested a second suspect today in last year's deadly West Colvin Street shooting. Lionel Brown was identified as the second suspect in the shooting that killed 29-year-old Shaquille Hill last December. Brown was charged with murder and possession of a weapon. The investigation is still ongoing.
New details in central New York. The Cayuga County Sheriff's Office announced earlier today they'll be having 2 community coffee hour events. They'll be meeting county residents to discuss public safety related topics, and they said there will be no formal agenda at these events. The first one will be Tuesday, April 19th at the Historic Grounds Coffee Shop. The second will be in early May.
New York's Democratic legislature is set to appear before an appeals judge tomorrow over their new district maps. A Republican trial court judge rejected the maps last week, but the appeals judge placed a temporary stay until the trial. The hearing will likely not determine if the maps are unconstitutional, but will determine if the stay will hold. If the judge maintains the decision, lawmakers will have until April 11th to submit new ones.
A lawsuit filed by the Girl Scouts has been dropped after 2 years. The Girl Scouts organization claimed that the Boy Scouts confused their marketplace and hindered their recruiting efforts. The lawsuit was filed after Boy Scouts declared they would be open to both boys and girls. In order to be more inclusive of girls joining, Boy Scouts adopted the Scout terms. However, the case was dropped because they could not prove that the Boy Scouts' use of the word Scouts caused confusion. Now, Tyler, this weather this morning was absolutely unbearable. The rain just kept picking up, and even with my rain jacket on, I still got soaked.
Yeah, it felt like we were on Splash Mountain today, and I hear Zach Richter is now live in studio with more updates on what the weather could hold in the future. Zach.
Thanks, guys. Well, it's still raining outside right now. It's currently 48 degrees with that heavy rain, what we've been seeing all day, with some 5 to 10 mile an hour winds. So the current temperatures here in our area, all in the mid to high 40s. Syracuse coming in at 48, Binghamton 47, Rome 48, and then Rochester behind me 47. So all of them in the mid to high 40s with this rain. Tonight it's going to be going down to 41 degrees with some heavy rain. The chance of rain is 100%, and we're going to be seeing those temperatures drop throughout the night. As we take a look at our future temperatures here behind me, at 6 o'clock 47, and then it's going to stay at 46 till about midnight. And then at 2 a.m. it's going to be going down to 45, and at 4 a.m. 44, and then 6 a.m. 42. So that rain, however, is going to be continuing all throughout the night until we get to 6 a.m., 7 a.m. and the morning hours. I'll have more on tomorrow's weather and your 5-day Citrus TV weather forecast in just a few minutes. Tyler, Liam, back to you for now.
Zach, thank you. Coming up after the break, we take a look at Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation to the Supreme Court. Find out which Republican senators put her through.
And the European Union is taking further action against Russia. Find out about the latest sanctions in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Now back to Citrus TV News Live at 6 with Liam Crowley, Tyler Melito, Zach Richter, and Dillon Brendle. Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. After a tense week of confirmation hearings, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson will be the first black woman to be a Supreme Court justice. The final vote was a close one, 53-47.
3 Republicans crossed the aisle to vote for Biden's nominee. Senators Mitt Romney of Utah, Suzanne Collins of Maine, and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska voted to confirm Jackson.
The yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer is suing the Michigan State Court to recognize abortion as a right under the state's constitution. This move comes as the Supreme Court upheld several abortion bans in other states.
Michigan is one of 8 states with an unenforced abortion ban that was enacted prior to Roe v. Wade. All 7 Democratic county prosecutors named in the lawsuit pledged to not enforce the new law.
New details in the mass shooting in Sacramento over this weekend. According to police, the gunfight that left 6 people dead and 12 wounded was between members of rival gangs.
At least 5 of the gunmen have been identified by authorities, but there's a potential for more. Only 2 suspects have been arrested at this time. Sacramento Police Sergeant Zach Eaton has been quoted as saying they're still working through who the actual shooters were.
And the latest on the war in Ukraine, the European Union is banning Russian coal in their first sanctions against Russia's energy industry. Coal is the easiest Russian energy import from the EU to cut off.
The move is all but guaranteed to contribute to already record inflation. EU officials say they are also working on targeting Russian oil, with Russia supplying 12% of the world's oil. Prices will be driven up.
And the UN Assembly has suspended Russia from their leading human rights body earlier today. The suspension comes amid allegations of a slew of human rights violations by Russian soldiers in Ukraine.
Both Ukraine and the United States have called these human rights violations by Russia on par with war crimes. The vote led by the U.S. found 93 countries in favor of suspending Russia, with 24 against and 58 abstaining.
Coming up on News Live at 6, all and more on when this rain is going to stop in your 5-day forecast.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. But hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? Knowing your breasts can save your life.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. I thought you were on my team.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look outside at your radar right now. You see this really heavy band of rain moving through the area from the south, and it's just moving up through the north, and it's going to be in our area until tomorrow at around 7 a.m. Rainfall expected tonight in Syracuse, about a ½ inch of rain. Cortland just under. Rome almost over an inch of rain. 1.1 inches of rain expected in Rome. That's really a lot. Rochester over a 1/10. Penyon just under a 1/10. Elmira around a 1/10, and Binghamton about 4/10. So more rain as you go to the north and the east than there is to the west in the south. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. it's going to be 44 degrees, and at noon it's going up to 51. Now tomorrow when we wake up though, there's going to be no rain. It's going to be at 8 a.m. to about noon. It's going to be sunny, partly sunny until we see those showers in the afternoon. It's going to drop down, go to 6:52 at 6 o'clock. Here's to take a look at your 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, high of 54, low of 37 and rain. Saturday, high 48, low of 15, also rain. And Sunday, as the temperatures start to drop, we're going to see wintry mix with some snow. Not really any snow accumulations, just a coating to an edge. Monday, high 57, partly cloudy. Tuesday, high 64. What's coming up in sports?
Coming up after the break, you can smell baseball in the air. I'll tell you all about the MLB opening day that almost wasn't. All that and more right here on News Live at 6.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
Three of the best words in sports. Happy opening day. Welcome on into sports. I'm Johnny Gadamowitz. Just a few short weeks ago, baseball fans didn't know if this day would come. It took the players and owners until March 10th to agree on a collective bargaining deal. That pushed opening day back 1 week, but the season officially gets underway today. The Mets open up their 2022 slate in our nation's capital against the Washington Nationals. Now for New York, it's safe to say there's plenty of expectations for the blue and orange. The Mets spent big time in the offseason bringing in Max Scherzer, Starling Marte, and more, but Mets fans were dealt a tough blow earlier this week. Jacob deGrom diagnosed with a stress reaction in his scapula that will force New York's ace to miss an extended period of time. That means Tyler McGill gets the nod for the Metropolitans in Game 1 tonight. Now, as for the Yankee fans, they'll need to wait one more day to see the Bombers take the field. New York was supposed to host Boston at Yankee Stadium tonight. Mother Nature forced that game to be pushed back to tomorrow. Worth noting, the Yankees still have not yet come to terms on a new contract with star outfielder Aaron Judge. The former AL Rookie of the Year is entering his contract season and would hit the open market upon season's end if a deal is not reached before then. But MLB opening day, not all that's going on today. It's a special day in the sports world. Day one of the Masters. And headlining the show at Augusta National, none other than Tiger Woods. The 46-year-old decided to give it a go just 14 months after a car accident that left many wondering if the 15-time major champion would ever take the course yet again. Well, safe to say the decision paid off. Woods is just 3 shots off the lead, and there you see the names with the best day one down at Augusta. Cameron Smith, Dustin Johnson, each pacing the group, shooting 4 under par. So we got baseball, we got a little golf. Syracuse men's lacrosse hits I-90 east tonight for a battle with UAlbany. It's the 20th matchup all time between the two, but the first time ever that the Orange pay a visit to the Great Danes. And for Syracuse, they're 4-5 right now, and with only 5 games to go, they're in danger of missing the NCAA tournament. Remember, you have to go 500 in order to be eligible for postseason play, so Gary Gates' crew in real danger of missing the playoffs altogether.
Johnny Gadamowitz, great stuff. I want to talk to you about the Masters. Tiger Woods 1 under on his day. He's 3 shots back as of right now. Realistically, can he contend on Sunday?
Tyler, I don't think it matters. He can, but you think about Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. Tiger Woods is someone you throw in that conversation. I think everyone is rooting for him to make the cut, and if he does, you can be sure that Sunday afternoon, everyone's going to have their TV tuned into CBS to watch Tiger on Augusta course on Sunday.
Everyone, including Citrus TV's John Perrick, who will actually be at the Masters. When we come back, we have one last look at your weather.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Now I want to get more into that rain that we've been seeing all day throughout the day. We've already seen about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of rain, and everything's really damp out there right now, and we're not anywhere near done with the storm. It is going to be raining until about 7 a.m. tomorrow. As we take a look at our risk factor, I'm putting that at high right now, so we're going to have heavy rain throughout the night and still over 1/2 inch of rain still to come with this system. It's going to be raining heavy. I'd say the heaviest part of the rain about 6 p.m. to about 2 a.m. and then it's going to start to taper off until about 7 a.m. It's going to be light rain in the early morning hours tomorrow. Now your wake-up weather, it's going to be 43 degrees when we wake up at 8 a.m. and it's going to be overcast with some light winds. So there is a chance that we might see some rain move into that morning, but it's probably going to stop by around 7:30, and then we're going to see more rain in the afternoon beginning at around 1 o'clock. Guys?
Well, Zach, hopefully the rain does stop. I want it to go away because every day of the calendar year is a national holiday, and today celebrates one of the most popular meals, not just in the U.S., but the world.
That's right, Tyler. Today is National Burrito Day, and Mexican food chains like Chipotle and Moe's celebrated the big day by offering free queso and discounts on their burrito bowls. Tyler, I gotta know, what is in your burrito order?
For me, I go for the bowl because I feel like I get more food, but brown rice, some pork, tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, queso, sour cream. No guacamole if I'm going to Chipotle, though. Can't spend the extra money. Already spending a lot.
Zach, going to you. What's in the bowl?
So I'm not a big burrito guy, but when I do get a burrito, I'd say white rice, steak, lettuce. You got to go with some tomatoes too. Not that exciting, but what about you, Liam?
I got a whole bunch. Extra brown rice, chicken, and steak. Double protein guy over here.
Impressive.
Lettuce, sour cream, cheese, hot salsa. Johnny, how about you?
You know, I'm not a big burrito guy. I'll echo what these guys are saying. They always fall apart. You might as well just get the bowl anyway. That's what it becomes half the time.
Very true. What's the go-to place, though? Chipotle and Moe's? How are we feeling?
Chipotle's fine. I like the Chipotle steak. A little fatty sometimes. I'm not crazy about that. So I can steer clear of that. You can never go wrong with some chicken, too. So.
Definitely cannot. Well, guys, that is all the time we have for you today here on Citrus TV News.
And for more of the latest, follow us at Citrus TV News on all socials, Twitter and Instagram, or check us out online at citrustv.com.
For all of us here at Citrus TV, I'm Tyler Melito.
And I'm Liam Crowley. Goodbye and good night, Syracuse.